They looked like a boss and secretary, but they had been secret lovers for 3 years. One evening the man went to a bar with a friend. When he noticed his girlfriend arriving behind him, he lost interest in the scene and checked his phone for her location. His friend noticed and put an arm around him, joking in a way that triggered his anger. At that moment Guyi entered, supped between them, and ordered a large amount of liquor. The man tried to slip away, but Guyi's friend blocked him. Zhao Jing found the situation amusing, until she saw the sharp look in Ji Yuyi's eyes. She tried to explain, but he refused to listen. Hearts pounded, then everything skipped a beat. This is skip a beat. That night Zhao Jing waited outside his door and barely slept. Early the next morning Guo Yi woke her and told her to change clothes for a client hiking trip. She was cold and exhausted, yet he paid no attention even when others noticed her discomfort. He stayed distant and blamed her for affecting the deal. He eventually left her behind. Despite this, she returned to him that night and rested quietly in his arms. Later Guo Yi arranged a meeting with another woman to provoke her. The woman was his fiancée. He called Zhao Jing and asked for hangover medicine. She rushed over and found them together. When she offered to take him home, he dismissed her and left. With the other woman Zhou Yu later told him the bar incident was a misunderstanding. The man with Zhao Jing only wanted to recruit her for a job. Zhou Yu urged Guo Yi to appreciate her before it was too late. The next day Zhao Jing prepared Ji Yuyi's suit for a party and noticed something missing. While searching for an accessory, she spotted a client wearing a lapel pin. He said it was from a favorite designer and asked her to give it to Ji Yuyi. She declined, saying it looked too flashy, and chose another set instead. Her calm, confident choice impressed the client and caught his interest. Later, as Zhao Jing finished her preparations, Bai Yun arrived and announced she was Ji Yuyi's fiancée. Zhao Jing ignored her and stated she was not only the secretary, but also Ji Yuyi's girlfriend. Bai Yun grew angry and slapped her. Embarrassed but defiant, Zhao Jing struck her head against the mirror and warned her to stay away. Later, the chairman attended a cocktail party with his longtime girlfriend. His fiancée also appeared and used the excuse of introducing him to a friend to pull him aside. When she noticed Zhao Jing standing alone, she spilled red wine on Zhao Jing's legs and blamed her. Zhao Jing stared back without fear. Guo Yi refused to believe her and helped the other woman. The fiancée told Zhao Jing to clean her shoes. Shocked by his behavior, Zhao Jing reached for a tissue, but a man stepped in and led her away. Back home, Zhao Jing asked Guo Yi if he planned to marry Bai Yun. He dismissed the rumors and said he only treated Bai Yun as a younger sister. The next day, his mother pushed to strengthen the relationship by placing Bai Yun in the company as his special assistant. On her first day, Bai Yun caused problems. While staff were at lunch, she entered Zhao Jing's workspace, took key contracts, and hid them. When Zhao Jing returned, she noticed the missing files. Colleagues helped search and saw glitter on the floor. Zhao Jing suspected Bai Yun and confronted her. Bai Yun denied it and accused Zhao Jing of being careless. Zhao Jing began searching the drawers herself. The argument drew Ji Yuyi's attention. After hearing the details and seeing evidence, he allowed a direct search. Bai Yun had already moved the contract, but surveillance footage led them to the trash where they recovered it. Ji Yuyi told Zhao Jing he had contacted the other company for a new copy, then instructed her to discard the old one soon after. Ji Yuyi's mother met with Zhao Jing and said Ji Yuyi would marry Bai Yun, offering money to end the relationship. Zhao Jing refused and left Ji Yuyi. Zhao Jing. On the drive back, she felt sudden stomach pain and pulled over. She tried to call Guyi, but got no answer. While she struggled, Bai Yun arrived and took her to a hotel to rest, where someone photographed them together. The images soon appeared on a large screen in the company lobby. Guyi saw the display and dragged her away. Zhao Jing explained she had called him with no response and insisted she had been faithful. After his anger cooled, he let her go. The incident broke her trust. Tired of a 3-year secret relationship, she resigned. Guyi dismissed her decision as a mood swing, but she ended it firmly and left. He was shocked and tried to stop her, but she did not look back. When he returned home and found her belongings gone, his frustration deepened. Bai Yun, who had stepped into Zhao Jing's role, disrupted his schedule and pushed him toward constant anger. He fired Bai Yun and told her to stay home and prepare for their engagement. That night, Guo Yi dreamed of Zhao Jing and woke unsettled. He went to find her. Zhao Jing had moved again, but received a threatening call from him and stepped outside where he was waiting. He pulled her into his car and demanded to know why she wanted to leave. He begged her to stay, promising she could have anything she wanted. She rejected his offer and told him to keep his distance. Fearing he would continue to search for her, she cut ties with her best friend and checked into a hotel. The staff upgraded her to the presidential suite without notice. As she entered the room, she sensed danger. Gui called her name from inside. She ran for the door, but he blocked her path. He said he planned to marry Bai-yun only for business reasons, claiming the union would benefit both powerful families. Chao Jing refused to believe him. She struck him and left with her luggage. With nowhere to go, she called Bai-yun, who offered her a stay at a homestay he had designed. Meanwhile, Jiuyi searched all over Nanjing, but found no trace of her. Thinking of the rumored man, he asked a friend to investigate and track Bai-yun down. In anger, the two men fought until Jiuyi's friend arrived and stopped them. Jiuyi refused to let the matter rest. He started sabotaging Bai-yun's company, stealing business and creating problems to keep him occupied. When Chao Jing's best friend visited and mentioned trouble with a design firm, Chao Jing quickly realized Jiuyi was behind it. She confronted him and demanded that he leave Bai-yun alone. Guoyi used the situation to pressure her, promising good treatment if she returned. Soon his fiancée came back from overseas. Pushed by his parents, he prepared for marriage. On the wedding day, Chao Jing left the city. Guoyi sensed it and called repeatedly, but never reached her. He stopped the car, ignored his mother's warnings, and left the ceremony to follow her. Chao Jing had returned to her hometown, unaware that Bai-yun had followed. Her parents welcomed Bai-yun warmly, treating him like a future son-in-law while they walked together. Jiuyi arrived after driving all night. She learned he had canceled the engagement. Surprised, she doubted his decision. Irritated by her reaction, he walked away. Her mother misread the scene and tried to scold him, but Chao Jing pulled him aside. His mother's people soon appeared, trying to take him back. Chao Jing's younger brother intervened, giving them time to escape into a nearby shop. Guyi failed to win the mother's approval, but earned the brother's trust and stayed until closing. When he heard that Bai-yun planned to remain in her house, he insisted on staying as well. Chao Jing led him outside to talk. Jiuyi said he had ended the engagement for her and that she now carried responsibility. When she asked if he would marry her, he said he could, but not yet. He explained that if he cared only about family advantage, he would never have come. He then played small tricks, leading to a childish scene. He believed he had celebrated her birthday each year, only to discover the date belonged to Suwon. Upset by this deception, he drank heavily. A friend called Chao Jing and asked her to check on him. She found Gui floating in the pool motionless, but he had only passed out from alcohol. When she approached, he pulled her close and said he only wanted her near him, even if it was because of the heart he had received from Suwon. Chao Jing urged him to value his life and the heart that kept him alive, then left without regret after she walked away. Jiuyi's mother tried to end his obsession by keeping him at home. He later seized a chance to escape, but collapsed from a sudden heart attack. After treatment at the hospital, he received a message from a friend that Chao Jing was in the courtyard. Ignoring his condition, he hurried to find her, admitting he had taken her for granted and now realized he could not live without her. Chao Jing believed his feelings were only a reaction to learning about her past. With Suwon, she thought he was chasing a fantasy and refused to repeat old mistakes. Gui asked for one more year, but she stood firm. He then offered to help her uncover the truth about Suwon's accident. To cheer her, Gui made a bold gesture. He dressed in a playful costume and planned to surprise her, unaware she had invited friends over. When he heard them enter, he hid. Xu Jing was startled to find her home full of guests and quickly explained that a friend's gathering had left the place. Untidy, a colleague noticed a shadow by the window and moved to check. Nearly exposing him, another guest called her away, giving Guoyi a chance to slip into a bedroom. Xu Jing spotted a limited edition watch on the coffee table and recognized it as his. She quickly claimed it belonged to a friend and changed the subject. Her best friend, looking for a change of clothes, headed toward the room where Gui hid in the closet. As the door opened, he stayed silent. Chao Jing arrived just in time and said the door latch was broken to deflect attention. Thinking the coast was clear, Gui stepped out and started down the stairs. He unexpectedly ran into the group as they were leaving. Everyone froze at the sight of his costume. Chao Jing stared wide-eyed and Gui, mortified, turned back into the room. The next day, Guo Yi followed Xiao Jing to the library and opened the same book she had chosen. He realized she was there to remember her former boyfriend. This time he stayed calm and quietly kept her company. Later he wore a heavy panda suit to ride the roller coaster beside her. She felt safe and enjoyed the day. On the carousel he sat at a distance and watched while she played. Xiao Jing soon guessed his identity, after noticing her to-do list on the back of an album. For years earlier she had planned to confess to her ex on that date, but never went. Gui placed her hand on his chest so she could feel his heartbeat, telling her that Suwon had fulfilled the date for her. His effort moved her, and she agreed to give him a chance. The next day her best friend asked for help selling flowers. Xiao Jing worried they would not sell enough, but Gui promised they would. As night approached with few sales, he climbed a fountain and shouted that his girlfriend would marry him if every flower sold. The crowd quickly bought them all and urged him to propose. He braided a ring and asked Xiao Jing to marry him. She accepted, and they began a happy life. Soon Ji Yuyi's father sent people to bring him home and demanded that he end the relationship. Gui refused and left his family concerned. Xiao Jing rode her motorcycle to meet him. He explained that while he could not choose his parents, he could choose the person he wanted to build a life with. His honesty and resolve strengthened their bond. They faced the family's opposition together until his father finally confronted Xiao Jing directly, warning her of the consequences. When Ji Yuyi learned that his father had threatened her, he returned home through the rain and pleaded for acceptance. He promised they would handle every hardship as a team. Xiao Jing, once the chairman's personal secretary, had fallen in love with him after 3 years of working side by side. Just as they pledged to stay together, she discovered a devastating secret. The chairman's mother had killed her former boyfriend, and Ji Yuyi had hidden the truth to protect her, shocked and betrayed. Xiao Jing walked away in despair and suddenly saw her deceased boyfriend standing before her. The truth traced back for years earlier, when Su Wen's mother became gravely ill. To pay for her surgery, he contacted his biological father, who was also Ji Yuyi's father. Fearing an illegitimate son might claim the family's wealth, Ji Yuyi's mother arranged a car accident. Gui witnessed the scheme and chased after Suwon, but both were caught in the crash. Gui's father worried that his wife would discover Suwon had survived and seek revenge, fake Suwon's death. A month later, Suwon awoke in the hospital to learn that his mother had died. While mourning her loss, he discovered the crash had been planned. Determined to seek justice, he focused on recovery and plotted his response. After regaining his strength, Suwon reconnected with his father and used the man's guilt to his advantage. To outsiders he appeared polite and caring, but behind the scenes he acted ruthlessly. He gained his father's trust, rejoined the family, and secured a position as a project manager in the company. Meanwhile, Gui confronted his mother, asking whose heart he had received if Suwon was still alive. She revealed that during his university years, doctors had found a heart problem. She had searched for a donor without success until the accident, when surgeons transplanted a heart to save him, though she never learned the donor's identity. Believing his health no longer tied him to Suwon, Ji Yuyi hoped to rebuild his relationship with Xiao Jing. She rejected him, unwilling to forgive the deception. When she met Suwon again, she saw the bitterness in his eyes and realized that if he had cared for her, he would not have vanished for years. Suwon's revenge went further. Knowing he lacked Ji Yuyi's influence, he tried to use Xiao Jing to unbalance him. He taunted Ji Yuyi, claiming he was only a substitute. Enraged, Ji Yuyi struck him. Xiao Jing witnessed the blow and lost trust in Ji Yuyi, watching their bond of for years erode. The next day at a company dinner, Suwon pretended to fall ill so Xiao Jing would escort him home. When Ji Yuyi tried to stop her, she pulled away soon after. Xiao Jing discovered she was pregnant with the chairman's child. Ji Yuyi prepared a proposal, but Bai Yun found out and confronted her, pushing her to the ground and causing a miscarriage. Grief turned to resolve as Xiao Jing prepared to fight back. At Bai Yun's next concert, Xiao Jing exposed her false image and reported her to the police for the attack. The story spread quickly through the media, and public criticism followed. By the next morning, Bai Yan's mother, desperate to keep her daughter out of prison, sold their assets and begged Xiao Jing to sign a waiver. She offered any compensation Xiao Jing wanted. Xiao Jing refused and vowed not to drop the case. Frustrated, they kidnapped her and tried to force her signature. Gui arrived in time, fought the attackers, and helped her escape. The kidnappers chased them for the reward money. Guo Yi locked Zhao Jing in the car and fought alone, suffering a knife wound before police arrived. Tehran bin Desi. She rushed him to the hospital in tears. Through this crisis, Chao Jing realized her true feelings for Ji Yuyi. While he recovered, Swan tried to seize one of Ji Yuyi's key projects. To stop him, Ji Yuyi left the hospital early to secure a cooperation deal, aggravating his injury. Chao Jing stayed to care for him, and their relationship grew stronger. Gui used the quiet moment to give her the ring he had planned for a proposal. Su Wan, seeing his plan fail, arranged to meet Chao Jing on the anniversary of his mother's death. During this time, Gui received an anonymous call threatening harm to Chao Jing unless he posted the Zara's project proposal. Calls to confirm the threat failed because Su Wan carried a signal blocker to protect her. Gui altered the bid details to mix accurate and false data, but a subordinate released the official version, causing irreversible losses. Chao Jing soon realized Su Wan was behind the threat. When he reminded her of their history, she admitted she had already fallen for Ji Yuyi before Su Wan returned. Enraged, Su Wan asked why years of knowing her meant less than 3 years with Ji Yuyi. She replied that love was not measured by time. The company suffered heavy losses. Guo Yi faced a brutal beating from his father and a demotion to cleaning construction sites. The work was grueling, yet he found simple meals at roadside stalls satisfying. While working, he noticed a business opportunity. Construction waste was buried or burned, wasting money and resources and harming the environment. He studied technology that converted waste into recyclable products and planned to start a new business with Chao Jing. Before he could act, an accident struck the site. Debris left on the road caused a vehicle to overturn and injure a worker. Investigating the cause, Gui found the new vehicle's tires badly worn and brought the injured worker to the company. To demand accountability, the director tried to shift blame, but the worker gave a clear account of events. Faced with solid evidence, Su Wan had no choice but to watch Ji Yuyi regain his position. Soon after, Ji Yuyi and Zhao Jing enjoyed a quiet afternoon in the courtyard, unaware that his mother had come to visit. They expected conflict, yet she surprised them by approving their relationship. After seeing her son's growth, their happiness was brief. Chao Jing's mother arrived and immediately clashed with Ji Yuyi's mother. She accused the family of harboring scandal and warned that her daughter should stay away. Ji Yuyi's mother defended her son, saying character mattered more than wealth or status. Gui stepped in and led his mother away to calm the argument. Chao Jing's mother remained skeptical. She believed that a man whose father had illegitimate children might follow the same path. Determined to prevent the relationship, she hovered over the couple and interrupted every attempt at intimacy. Her efforts grew extreme. One night she hid under her daughter's blanket so you would think it was Chao Jing. When he lifted the cover, he nearly fainted from shock. She woke him early with an alarm, opened his window in the cold, and forced him to cook, making every shared meal a challenge. Meanwhile, Su Wan feigned concern for Chao Jing and revealed her past pregnancy and miscarriage. Furious, Chao Jing's mother returned home and blamed Ji Yuyi for failing to protect her daughter. Ji Yuyi knew explanations would not help, so he asked his own mother to formally propose marriage on his behalf. Ji Yuyi's mother visited again, but Chao Jing's mother still refused. Determined to settle their differences, the two women sat down together and drank. By the end of the night, the tension eased and they parted as friends. Meanwhile, Su Wan set his own plan in motion. After careful manipulation, his father died and he staged a public farewell behind the scenes. He forged the will, leaving only 10% of the company shares to Ji Yuyi, while claiming 50% for himself and securing the position of chairman. The document's authenticity was doubtful. Ji Yuyi's mother insisted the company should remain with her son, but Ji Yuyi believed his father had lost faith in him. He accepted the result and decided to leave the business to start on his own path while sorting through old belongings. Gui found the Lego set he had smashed during an argument with his father. His father had kept every piece when Gui rebuilt it. He discovered an extra block marked O, For 07, a date matching his parents' wedding anniversary, the unexpected piece raised suspicion that his father had left a hidden clue. Gui and his mother checked the household safe. Suwon, already aware of the safe's significance, demanded access first to avoid drawing attention. Ji-Yi's mother claimed she only needed a real estate certificate. With a client present, Suwon reluctantly joined her. They faced 5 safes and found nothing. At first, Gui noticed one label though, for 07, and signaled his mother to open it, but it appeared empty. You heard that? Later, the lawyer who drafted the will recalled that Suwon had once delivered a supposed suicide note, sealed in a bag. The seal now looked new rather than aged, confirming their suspicion of forgery. Guo-yi asked the lawyer about the contents of safe 0 for 07. The lawyer remembered that his father had spoken of a painting shortly before his death. Following this lead, Xiao Jing visited the office under the pretext of bringing afternoon tea. She examined the painting and found a hidden memory card behind the frame. While she made this discovery, Suwon held his inauguration as chairman. A live video suddenly appeared on the big screen, revealing the true division of company shares. Ji-Yi inherited 50%, Suwon 10%, and the rest would pass to Ji-Yi's children. Shocked, Suwon wondered how the hidden recording had surfaced. The painting he once gifted to please his father had concealed the memory card that exposed him. Furious, he confronted Gui. You're my peace of mind. Ji-Yi's mother admitted her own mistakes, but insisted she never meant harm. She revealed that Ji-Yi had once risked his life to save Suwon during the car accident. Suwon realized that Gui had nearly died trying to protect him. Unable to face this truth, Suwon attempted suicide. Gui stopped him and reminded him that his mother would want him to live. In the end, Gui returned control of the company to Suwon. Ji-Yi and Xiao Jing then launched an environmental protection business and achieved steady success. With their careers secured, Ji-Yi's mother began urging them to marry. On a holiday set for registration, both families gathered as the couple signed the papers and finally secured the happiness they had fought so long to achieve. So the moral of the story is, even the wildest love drama can be solved if you stop lying, stop playing games, and just recycle your problems into something useful, preferably with a business plan.